I graduated from the Public Administration National School in Rabat, section Diplomacy. So I joined the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in 1986. And my first appointment was as first secretary in Bern, Switzerland, where I started my diplomatic journey. So I stayed there 6 years, where I was dealing with economic and cultural affairs. And then I went back to Morocco, and from Morocco at the ministry at the headquarters. And from Morocco, I went to Vienna, where in 1998, where I was dealing with the UNIDO, which is the United Nations Industrial and Development Organization, and with the IAEA, which is the Atomic Energy Agency, and CTBTO, which is the Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty. I spent there 4 years and back to Morocco, and from there to our permanent mission in New York, where I was dealing with the General Assembly affairs as Minister Plenipotentiary. I went back to Geneva, where I was dealing with humanitarian affairs and human rights affairs as a deputy permanent representative of Morocco in Geneva. And then back to New York, where I was deputy permanent representative dealing with the Security Council, because at that time Morocco was member of the Security Council, and also dealing with the General Assembly, all the works of the permanent mission of the Kingdom of Morocco in New York. I was called back to Rabat after 7 years, where I was appointed as director for Maghreb Arab Union, Maghreb countries, and the African Union affairs. It lasted for 5 years, and after 5 years, His Majesty the King appointed me as his ambassador in Kenya, South Sudan, and permanent representative to UNEP and UN Habitat.
Yes.
And this is my journey.
Wow. I like that you've summarized it. So we are going to break it down a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
And start maybe a little bit back. Why was diplomacy attractive for you as a young man growing up in Rabat?
You know, I should say it was really by accident, because, you know, in the public administration national school, they take the best of the students to the diplomatic section.
Oh.
So it's not. So it's why I was in the diplomatic section.
Okay.
And then I graduated from there. So it was natural that I will be hired, recruited by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation at that time, and it was in 1986.
Right.
So it's.
So you were a top student.
Yes.
What were your favorite subjects?
I was a hard worker.
You were a hard worker.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
good.
During my diplomatic journey, I was really interested in disarmament affairs in general.
Oh.
So I negotiated on behalf of my country many disarmament instruments.
Yes.
Where I was representing the Kingdom of Morocco, and then when I went to New York, it changed a little bit, because I was dealing with the General Assembly affairs, where all the affairs are coming to the General Assembly, and they had to work there under the supervision of the permanent representative of Morocco.
Yeah.
So, and as you may see that I worked the majority of my career as a multilateral diplomat. Now,
I see that.
when I came to Kenya, I have both. I have the bilateral and the multilateral. So it's
Bi and multi.
Yes.
I see.
So